Good afternoon. You're joining Lunchtime News on MTV Sports. I'm Punshani Edrisingha. Let's start off with a look at your headlines. CEB employees go on sick leave. Health Ministry decides to suspend the use of family planning vaccine DMPA in Sri Lanka. Rick Santorum ends his bid for the White House. Take a look at the stories in detail now. A group of employees of the Ceylon Electricity Board have engaged in a token strike, demanding authorities to provide solutions to their problems. Accordingly, a group of employees attached to the CEB have reported sick. Committee member of the Joint Trade Union Alliance of the CEB, Ranchan Chailal, stated that this measure was taken due to salary anomalies which have taken place when providing increments. Chairman of the Ceylon Electricity Board, Professor Vimaladharma Abevikrama, stated that the distribution of electricity will not be disrupted due to trade union activities. He went on to say that a solution could be provided to the salary issue through discussions. Steps have been taken to deploy police officers in civil attire on duty to ensure the safety of the passengers in highly populated areas in the country, including Colombo. Police media spokesperson SP Ajit Rohana says that this step has been taken to apprehend persons who are engaged in theft and bus drivers who drive buses without a valid driving license. He pointed out that this program was implemented with effect from yesterday. Meanwhile, police officers in civil attires are to be deployed on duty in buses that travel within Colombo and in prominent areas in the country. Director of the Accident Service of the National Hospital, Dr. Prasad Aryavansa, stated that accidents could be prevented by being careful when using fireworks during the festive season.
අපි කවුරුත් දන්නවා රතිඤ්ඤා භාවිතා කිරීමෙන් පසුව තුවාල ලැබලා අනතුරු වලට පත් වෙලා රෝහල් ගත වෙන.
We know that there are patients who are admitted to the hospital after receiving injuries from firecrackers. This is the advice I am giving to them. Do not light the cracker while it's in your hand and then throw it away. It should be either placed on the ground or it should be hung somewhere safe and lit carefully. Do not light fireworks under the influence of alcohol. It is such occasions which cause accidents. Do not light fireworks while carrying children. We know by experience that this can cause injuries. Children should not be allowed to light firecrackers. If attention is paid to such incidents, we will be able to reduce the number of accidents which occur during the festive season.
දානෙන් කටයුතු කරනවා නම් අපිට මේ උත්සව සමයේ සිදුවන අනතුරු ප්‍රමාණය වළක්වා ගැනීම හෝ එසේම නැත්නම් අවම කර ගැනීමට හැකියාව ලැබෙනවා.
The Ministry of Health has decided to immediately suspend the use of the vaccine DMPA, which is given to women for family planning purposes. Director of the Cosmetic Devices and Drugs Regulatory Authority, Dr. Hemantha Benragama, stated that this decision was taken following a special investigation launched on the medication. The director stated that patients have complained that allergic reactions have appeared after using the vaccine. In other local news, Minister of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources Development Rajitha Senaratne stated that it has been possible to reduce the discrepancies at the institutions which come under the purview of Ministry of Fisheries. He expressed this view while participating in development programs at the Mirissa Fisheries Harbour under the theme "We Will Protect Our Harbour." A floating jetty was declared open yesterday to be used for tourism purposes. A group of parliamentarians, including Minister of Agriculture Mahinda Yapa Abewardena, UPFA parliamentarian Hemal Gunasekara, participated in the event.
All these were making losses when I took over, not by small amounts. Sri Lanka Ports Authority was making losses of about 279 million rupees, that is about 280 million rupees per year. The government has not given me even 28 cents. By December 2011, we reduced it to 85 million rupees. Fisheries Corporation is making losses of 123 million rupees. By the second year, it was reduced to around 50 million rupees. During the recent times, various countries were motivating the public to engage in protests. What happened then was those countries divided into 4 5 or 6 parts. Even today, there are wars in those countries. At the end, the public has not received anything. If there were any resources, someone steals them. Many try to bring this situation to our country as well. Protests are launched for everything. When the fuel prices were increased, the fishermen launched a protest. The government has already decided to provide the full subsidies, but even under those circumstances, they carried out a protest.
එතකොටත් රජය තීරණය කළ ඉවරයි තෙල් සහන ආධාරය ලබා දෙන්න උන්වහන්සේ. එහෙම තියෙද්දිත් උද්ඝෝෂණ කරා.
One person died in a motor accident in the Shravastipura area in Anuradhapura. The accident had occurred at around 6:30 last evening. The police stated that the accident was a result of a collision involving a motorbike and a private bus. According to the police, the driver of the motorbike had died on the spot. His body is currently lying at the Anuradhapura Government Hospital. The National Child Protection Authority has taken steps to launch a program to create awareness at village level on the protection of children.
Chairperson of the authority, Attorney-at-Law Anumadi Sanaka, stated that steps have been taken to brief the institutions all over the island that assist the authority on the steps that need to be taken in this regard. This program is to be implemented on the 23rd of this month. She added that thereby the officers attached to the authority will visit the assisting institutions once a year, advise them, and will also brief the public on the protection of children.
Most Venerable Itthaipane Dhammalankara Thera and Colombo Archbishop Right Reverend Malcolm Cardinal Ranjit reiterate that it's undemocratic to abduct an individual for bearing an opposing political view. Issuing a joint communique, they state that abductions are viewed as an act that demeans the supremacy of the people and adds that such actions are against the principles of all religions. Most Venerable Itthaipane Dhammalankara Thera and Colombo Archbishop Right Reverend Malcolm Cardinal Ranjit state that if an individual has breached the law of the land, they should be punished by court after being produced by the police. They state that resorting to alternative means and attempting to justify such actions are unjustifiable. They also note that if an individual is of the opinion that such actions are justifiable, it is dangerous. The joint communique reiterates that authorities and the general public should make sure that such disappearances and abductions are not repeated in the country.